A remake of the 1951 science fiction classic.
Hey guys, Kenny here. Stay cool and relax to the movies.
The Day the Earth Stood Still 2008 remake. I don't have this one, but I remember most of it. It's basically sort of like this, but I think it tries to expand on it a little more. It's not about nuclear weapons and war this time. It's about, I think, the humans are polluting the earth, and also they're killing the earth by also having all the wars, but it's also there's pollution, and Klaatu is there trying to like one of the humans that if the earth dies, you die. If you die, the earth survives. The you being the humans, and that's really what that is all about. And Keanu Reeves in that version played Klaatu, and Gort in that version, he's not very. It's like he's not real useful in that film, and it's. I think really the big reason to it that they did this, I think, also was because to make Gort a more imposing and menacing figure. Because in the 2008 film, he's much larger, he's a lot taller, and I think he's like blackish or something. He's much darker than the one in this, where this Gort is silver. In the 2008 film, he looked like black, and the light that's like the eye for the Gort here obviously was white because it was black and white, but the one for the 2008 Gort looked red. I guess they wanted to make him look more menacing and scary. Keanu Reeves, he was okay. I wish you would have put a little more feeling into the role and human feeling into the role. Like Michael Rene played an alien, but he didn't play him like a person with no feeling. He played him really heartfelt and a sympathetic character. The Klaatu in the 2008 film wasn't really portrayed that way by Keanu. It was like he was just played there like a robot or stalwart, no really any emotion. And what's her name? Jennifer Connelly plays this. She plays the wife and mom, and then there's this boy. So they are like replacements for the mom and son that were in this, and she's a scientist in this one, this time, and I think she is also trying to understand what Klaatu and his motivation and his reasoning for being there is, and she's also, I guess, trying to figure him out, what he's like made out of. And she was probably the best part in this. I really liked her performance. And then this was the first film that had what's his name, Jaden Smith, who's Will Smith's son. That was the first time I ever saw him. There really wasn't a big point for him to be in this film. I could just have a child actor in it, but he was okay. He was good, not great. There wasn't written in much for him to do, I think, from what I remember, but he was okay. And I think there was Brian Cox was in this film also. I think he was Brian Cox, and he wasn't. I think he played the scientist who was in the 1951 film, and he was another pretty good choice. I liked him. He wasn't really another big part in this. Also, I think it was. No, I'm sorry. That was John Cleese. He wasn't a big part in this, but it was okay. And John Hamm plays this man, I guess, who is sort of in love with Jennifer Connelly's character. That was like he is like the character that Hugh Marlowe played in this, and he was another good choice. He definitely portrayed that character better than Hugh Marlowe did. That's a plus, and that's about it that I can think of for the acting. The story wasn't as tightly written as this, and it really didn't feel as poignant to me as this one does. And the acting, like from mostly from Keanu, was not very convincing. I liked Jennifer Connelly and John Cleese. Jennifer Connelly was probably the best part in this, acting-wise, and John Hamm. They were probably the best things in this. I liked John Cleese, but he wasn't in this very much, so he didn't have a big part. Jaden Smith really is the weakest part of this film. So this film really seemed to be made more for the special effects of this day and age, this era, and because Gord, he changes himself into like these tiny microscopic metal-eating bugs, and that's what. At this time, it's Gord who is the one who is the one who will end the destroy things. Where in this one, he wasn't. It was the humans. The humans still were a threat to the planet, but then it seemed like Gord was also a threat, which was completely different than the Gord in this. And the famous line, Natu Barata Nektu, was still said, I think, in the 2008 film, but it wasn't as profound as it is in this film. And then, I can say the remake was a huge step down from this huge classic. I really enjoy this after seeing it 2 times all the way through, I think. And that's basically all I have to say. So I'll give it a rating of, let's say 2.5 out of 5 stars. So stay cool and roll out to the movies. Bye.